Welcome back, folks. The movies are in trouble. Not counting the 2020 pandemic year, this was the worst Memorial Day weekend box office take in almost 30 years. Furiosa, the Mad Max Fury Road prequel, opened on top with about $25 million from Friday to yesterday. That's the lowest number for a #1 movie on Memorial Day weekend since Casper in 1995, and that's not even adjusted for inflation. Furiosa just barely beat out the Garfield movie in second place. Another family movie, If, in third, followed by Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes and The Fall Guy, rounding out the top 5. Alarm bells are blaring in Hollywood with the box office in bad shape right now when historically it should be doing gangbusters. Now, to my mind, there are a few reasons this is happening. First, in the pandemic, studios started releasing new movies faster onto streaming services and in some cases even debuted on platforms like Max on the same day they hit theaters. They call it day and date. Now, audiences are trained to just wait for new movies to come to video on demand, and they're not having to wait long. The Fall Guy, a huge summer movie, opened in theaters just earlier this month, May 3rd. It released on VOD 18 days later. Another possible problem, audiences aren't sold on these movies. We hear complaints all the time about too many sequels, prequels, remakes, reimaginings, and reboots. And while there may be some truth to that, audiences aren't turning out in droves for the original ideas like If or even Challengers. And this summer's biggest movie is bound to be Deadpool and Wolverine, another sequel. Finally, not to be cranky old man about this, but I am blaming the kids, but it's not really their fault. We have a whole generation raised on TikTok and other short form media to where they don't really want to sit for a 2-hour movie in a theater. They can watch hundreds of TikToks in the time it takes to watch one If. Now, whether movie theaters can survive all this, that's the biggest if of them all.